नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Hare Krishna everyone. So I welcome you all for the daily reading session. So Sushri Mataji would like to start. We have to start from here. Bob.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. All
Hare
glories
Krishna.
to Srila Prabhupada. Bob, are the devotees beyond accumulating karma? These devotees, do they feel karma? Do they work in these modes? Are they in the mode of goodness? Srila Prabhupada. They are above goodness. Suddha Sattva. The devotees are not in this material world. They are in the spiritual world. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. मां चायो वभिचरणे चरेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सा गुणन् समतीत्य ऐतन् ब्रह्मा भूयाय kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at one transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. Devotees are neither in goodness, passion, nor ignorance. They are transcendental to all these qualities. Bob, a devotee who is very faithful reaches the stage. Srila Prabhupada, yes, you can become a devotee as they have become. It is not difficult. Simply you have to engage yourself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. That's all. Bob, what is the status of service minus devotion? Srila Prabhupada. That is not service, that is business. Everyone laughs. For example, here in Mayapur, we have employed a contractor. That is not service, that is business. Is it not? Sometimes they will advertise our customers are our masters. Is it not? But in spite of the flowery language, our customers are our masters. This is business because nobody is a qualified customer unless he pays. But service is not like that. चैतन्य महाप्रभु प्रेस टू कृष्णा यथा तथा व विधातु लम्तो लम्तो मत प्राणा नथस्तु स एव नापरः. You do whatever you like, but still you are my worshipful Lord. That is service. Don't ask any return from you. That is service. When you expect some return, that is business.
Yeah.
Bob, I
Thank you,
wish to
Mataji.
be.
We'll stop here. Thank you. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So, if you remember, we're discussing the three modes of material nature. So, yesterday we were reading how Prabhupada was explaining what is mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So, today Bob is asking a question. So, are devotees beyond these three modes? So, do they accumulate karma or not? So, Prabhupada is explaining how when we are in Krishna consciousness, we are beyond all the three modes because all these three modes are like handcuffs, whether it is golden handcuff or silver handcuff or iron handcuff or bronze, whatever. So it's anyway going to bind us in this material world. So when we are in Krishna consciousness, we are actually in Shuddha Sattva. So Prabhupada is quoting this verse, so where when we engage ourselves in Krishna consciousness, Mam Cheo Vyabhijarena Bhakti Yogena Sevate, by Bhakti Yoga. So what happens? So we come to the Brahman's position. So Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. So we come to the stage of perfection. So where we understand that I'm not this body, I'm the soul. So I'm Brahman, and also we may sometimes might also realize the level of Brahman, come to the Brahman realization. So the devotees who have crossed beyond this, so what they are doing, so they are neither in goodness, passion, or ignorance. So they have got all the transcendental qualities. And Bob is asking a very nice question. So a devotee who is very faithful reaches this stage. And yeah, for all of us. So can we come to this stage? Prabhupada is saying yes. So like many, he was showing so many devotees. So if we engage ourselves in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, so bhakti yogena, so then we can easily transcend this three modes of nature. And how that needs to be performed? Again, Bob is asking a beautiful question. So is what is the status of service minus devotion? So this is again a practical application. So we're all trying to do lot of seva whenever we go to temple or sometimes in the home, in the altar whenever doing seva of the Thakurji. So we are all doing seva. So if there is no devotion, what does that mean? So Prabhupada is telling it is not service, it is business. And Prabhupada is giving very practical example where sometimes we have a contractors who will be doing some temple building activities or whatever. So they are just doing a transaction. It is not really with love for Krishna. So Prabhupada is quoting Sikshashtakam. So where, so whatever Krishna likes, he may do. But then we are not looking at what Krishna is doing. So we are only looking at serving the Lord with love. So that should be the real service. So we don't expect anything in return. So Krishna, you give us so much. So we wanted to express our love. That's all. So there is no other expectation that, okay, Krishna will give me more, a promotion or a good spouse or a good bungalow. So this is not expected. Um, so Hagriv Prabhu would like to continue, please. So,
Yes,
okay.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad.
The next page now, Prabhu, or this one?
Yeah, from the last line, Bob.
Okay, Prabhuji. Bob, I wish to gain more knowledge of God and be able to feel God's presence more. I feel like I feel life has little meaning without this. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, if you misuse this human form of life, then it is a great loss. Human life is a great chance given to the living entity to get out of the entanglement of material existence. Wow, I feel thankful that I have been able to ask these questions, Srila Prabhupada. Yes, you can learn more and more. Questions and answers are required. They are beneficial to all. Sutta Goswami says, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.5, मुनयः साधु पृष्ठो अहम भवाद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम् यत्कृता कृष्ण संप्रश्नो येनात्म सुप्रसीदति. O sages, I have been justly questioned by you. Your questions are worthy because they relate to Lord Krishna and so are relevant to the world's welfare. Only questions of this sort are capable of completely satisfying the self. So questions about Krishna are very good. When you discuss and hear about Krishna, that is Loka Mangalam, auspicious for everyone, both the questions and the answers. Bob, I am attracted to devotional life, but I still have my connection at home. Marriages, I'm engaged.
Yeah,
Sri
we'll
Ram.
stop here.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, bro.
So, yeah, so this question was very interesting. So I feel life has little meaning without Lord. So yeah, so we need to understand the knowledge of God, and without this, Bob is feeling he has very little meaning of his life. So though he's just starting, he's not a devotee. So he's from America, and then he has no knowledge of Krishna or anything. So just by associating with Srila Prabhupada, so he has got such a deep insight that yeah, life has no meaning without God. So Prabhupada is mentioning, so to misuse human form of life, if you are misusing human form of life, it's a great loss. And human life is a great chance to a living entity to get out of this entanglement of material existence. So actually we're also discussing, so in the circle of 84 lakh species, so the only exit point is human life. So now we have got this rare form of human life. So where the dark circle of Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. So in this dark circle or maze, we are just near the exit point. Now, if you're not taking the opportunity of human life to get out of this from the exit point, then it's misuse of this chance, and it's a great loss. So Prabhupada is quoting that. So something that we should again apply practically. So for practical application, I got a human life. So am I misusing this human form of life? Right. So and Prabhupada is also asking, yeah, he's thanking Prabhupada for asking these questions. So Prabhupada is asking, yeah, question and answers are required, but what kind of questions and answers are needed? So which is Lokamangalam. So here Sutta Goswami was asked a lot of questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. So whatever they are asking, it is for the benefit of the people. So even when we are asking, so we should be asking right questions to improve our bhakti. Even Rupa Goswami says we should be staying away from jnana. So that jnana which is not taking us close to bhakti, we should be away from that jnana. That jnana which is taking us closer to Krishna, so we should ask that kind of question and try to improve. So it's a very beautiful thing. So the question should be, since the questions are about Krishna, they're very good. That's what Sutta Goswami is mentioning. So Bhavabdir Lokamangalam. So we should be asking more questions to see how I need to hear about Krishna, be in Krishna consciousness, how I can, so serve Krishna. So these are the questions that we need to also ask and understand. So Yeah. Okay. Mataji is on phone. Okay. Gayatri Mataji, would you like to continue, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Bob. No,
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada. No, no. There are so many marriages indicate Shyamasundara. He is married. Marriage is no barrier. I told you that there are 4 orders of spiritual life: Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. So after Brahmachari life, one can marry, although it is not obligatory. One may remain Naishtika Brahmachari unmarried for his whole life. But a brahmachari may marry, and after marriage, there is vanaprastha life. This means that one is a little aloof from family, the husband and wife live separately. At that time, there is no sex life. Then, when he is fully renounced, detached from family life, he takes sannyasa. Wow. Does the sannyasi forget his wife completely then? Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Forgetting is not very difficult if you try to forget. Out of sight, out of mind, all life. Love. Just as I have my wife, children, grandchildren, 1 minute, everything, but out of sight, out of mind. That's all. Should I continue, Prabhu?
Yeah. Last line. We'll complete the paragraph. Mataji.
Not shown on the screen.
Okay. Not seeing.
Okay. Therefore, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, everything is nicely arranged by the Vedic system. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, so Bob, he was about to get married, so he's having this question. So I still have my connections, my marriage is there, and he's engaged. So he's asking, then how can I take this devotion life? So Prabhupada is telling, so this devotion life is not something which is impractical. So everyone can get married. So that is how this varnashrama system is designed. So so this varnashrama system should be to elevate ourselves gradually from where we are to the spiritual perfection. So Prabhupada is telling how there are 4 ashramas, and after brahmachari life, so someone can choose whether I want to get married or I want to directly go to vanaprastha. So someone wants to get married, they can get married, but again, they should not remain there. They should also go to vanaprastha after completing their responsibilities. So, so where when he's asking, so in sannyasi, so does he forget life completely? So the Prabhupada is telling us, because what is this? How is this system designed? It is system. The system is designed so that gradually we come out from bodily concept to spiritual concept. So what does forgetting life mean? So I'm forgetting my bodily relationship, but then I'm still having the spiritual relationship with the wife also, as we see the wife as a devotee and the part and parcel of Krishna. So that is the direction that we need to go from bodily consciousness to spiritual soul consciousness. Okay, Pankaj Lakshmi Mataji, can you continue, please?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Um, Chapter 5, Becoming Pure. Mayapur, India, February 28, 1972. Bob, thank you so much for allowing me to ask my questions. Srila Prabhupada, that is my mission. People should understand the signs of God. Unless we cooperate with the Supreme Lord, our life is baffled. I have given the example many times that a screw which has fallen from a machine has no value, but when the same screw is again attached to the machine, it has value. Similarly, we are part and parcel of God. So, without God, what is our value? No value. We should again come back to our position of attachment to God. Then we have value. Bob, I met a young fellow today who came here because he heard that hippies were in Mayapur. Srila Prabhupada. He is Indian. Bob, yes, he lives nearby and speaks English fairly well. When he was young, he worshipped Kali, a popular demigoddess, every day very rigorously. But when the floods came and the people saw hardship, he lost faith and now he has no religion. He said he now finds his happiness in trying to develop love among people. I couldn't think of what to say to him to add God and religion to his life. He said that after he dies, maybe I'll become part of God, maybe not, but he can't worry about it now. He said he tried various religious experiences, but they didn't work. But they did not work. one reason I ask this is because when I go back to America, a lot of people I come across are like this. They see that religion, like his worship of Kali or other kinds of religion, their experience doesn't work. And I don't know what to say to them to convince them it's worth trying. Srila Prabhupada, do not try at the present moment. You first of all become convinced, and then try to convince others. Prabhu,
Yeah,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction is that you can improve you can improve the welfare of others when your own life is a success. Shall I continue, Prabhu?
yeah, till this paragraph, yeah, till this
Yeah.
statement. Yeah.
ಭಾರತ ಭೂಮಿತ ಹೈಲೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಜನ್ಮ ಯಾರ ಜನ್ಮ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಕರಿ ಕರ ಪಾರ ಉಪಾಕರ. First make your life perfect, then try to teach others.
Yeah,
Bob.
thank you, Mataji. We'll stop here. So
Okay.
we'll discuss.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So also we can see the mood of Bob. So he was having so much of gratitude for Srila Prabhupada. He's thanking because yeah, he sees Prabhupada was so busy. In spite of that, he's giving so much of time for his questions. And so yeah, so Prabhupada is actually mentioning so our position. So just like a small bolt or screw, so when it is fallen off from the machine, it doesn't have any value. So even if you see, sometimes we'll see some small bolt on the road, which is coming off from the tire. So no one values that, but when it's on the in the machine, so the bolt has its value, right? In the same way, so since we are part and parcel of the Lord, so without Lord, without we being part of, I mean, attached to the Lord or connected to the Lord, we have no value. Even a very relatable example, we have hair. So when the hair is on the head, we like so much. When the same hair is on the plate, we don't like it. So it is very, yeah, it doesn't have a value anymore. So and further, yeah, so we need to be God conscious. That's the message. And so Bob is asking many very, very practical question where we see even in today's life. So people have their own ideology of spirituality or whatever. So they think what they think is right. So they don't see any bona fide references to understand what is happening. So Bob is asking, so there's so many people where they tried something. So in this particular case, this guy was worshipping goddess Kali, and he has got a very bad situation in his life, a reversal in his life, and he said, "Okay, I don't want to follow any religion. So God, Mother Kali has not saved us." So in the same way, he's telling, he's concocting so many things. After he dies, he may become part of God, or yeah, he may be yeah, following something else. So this all is concoction, not really without any spiritual uh, bona fide spiritual references. So now what he's saying, so I want to understand this more so that I can try to convince this kind of people. So that is his question. But what is proper saying? Don't try at the present moment. First, you have to be convinced. And then you can convince others. And he's referring what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has quoted. So Bharata Bhumite Haila Manusha Janma Yara. Janma Sardhaka Kari Kara Para Upakar. So you have got life in this Punya Bhumi, Bharata Bhumi. So you have got human life in this earth, in this subcontinent, Indian subcontinent. So first, what you can do, you can take the benefit and janma sardhaka kari. So just perfect your life, and then you look at doing upakar for the others. So at least you should strive to become to understand this knowledge, apply that in a life, so that you basically practice before you preach. So then when you practice and you're really relishing the devotional service, when you're happy, then you can really explain or yeah, inspire people that okay, devotional service is very joyfully performed. So if you yourself are not convinced, so how can you convince others that devotional service is joyfully performed? So that's exactly what Prabhupada is quoting here. Um, so, Narmada Mataji, would you like to continue, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna.
Bob, the devotees have told me that without Krishna consciousness of Krishna all the time, you cannot be happy. But at times, I feel happy. Srila Prabhupada. At times, not always. Bob, yes. Srila Prabhupada. But if you become Krishna conscious, you will feel happy always. Bob, They implied that you cannot feel happy without Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada. That is a fact. For example, if you are an animal of the land and you are thrown into the water, you cannot be happy in the water in any condition. When you are again take up on the land, then you will be happy. Similarly, since we are part and parcel of Krishna, we cannot be happy without acting as part and parcel of Krishna. The same example as before. The machine part fallen out of the machine has no value, but when it is again put into the machine, it has value. We are part of Krishna, we must join Krishna, and you can join Krishna immediately by your consciousness, simply by thinking, I am Krishna's, Krishna is mine. That's all. Bob, we are part of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, everything is part and parcel of Krishna because everything is generated by the energy of Krishna and everything is the energy of Krishna. Bob, how I can come to feel closer to God? I can come to the temple at times and then I leave, and I'm not sure how much I take with me. Srila Prabhupada, you have to be purified. It does not take much time. Within 6 months, you will realize your progress. But you have to follow the regulative principles just as these boys and girls are doing. Then it will be all right. Bob, yes, I see.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So Prabhupada is giving very good analogy here. So if you are an aquatic, sorry, here, yeah, if you're the animal of land and you're thrown into water, so we cannot be happy because we cannot live inside water. We'll get drowned. So even the other way around. So in the same way, so in this case, the land is the Lord, and we have to be on the land. So now if you're thrown out of the land, so which means we are disconnected to Krishna with Krishna, so we can never be happy since we belong to Krishna. So that's what Prabhupada is explaining. So we are part and parcel of Krishna, and we cannot be happy without acting as part and parcel of Krishna. So this is a very nice, inspiring statement. So how we can join Krishna? So I mean, so but your consciousness should be, I am Krishna's, Krishna is mine, or I belong to Krishna. So such a beautiful statement which Prabhupada is giving. And yeah, so again, we'll discuss this further more tomorrow. But Bob is asking the question, how I can feel closer to God. So for that, Prabhupada is mentioning we have to be purified. So when you're getting purified, we can really see our progress. And obviously, yeah, how to become purified? Just following the regulative principles and then chanting the holy names. But we'll discuss further what Prabhupada is mentioning. So somehow today it's all about I'm Krishna's, Krishna is mine, and how we can feel happy, how we cannot feel happy without Krishna consciousness. And this question was also fascinating. So I feel life has little meaning without this. So life has little meaning without Krishna in our life. So let us all share our thoughts. So what do you feel? So are you feeling life has no meaning without Krishna? So please share. Um, so this your feeling. So does our life has little meaning without Krishna? So please share your thoughts. And yeah, also you can think this also. So I am Krishna's, Krishna is mine. So how? So yeah, probably. So what does life has little meaning without Krishna? So you can share your thoughts. So thank you so much. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Prabhu. Hare
Example was
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna ji. Dandavad Pranam.